so you guys will go through that warm-up kind of on your own pace here. And we are going to start with our 10 glute bridges on your back. So normal warm-up, really taking some time to try to maybe accentuate rolling through the middle back and the lower back here in your bridges, and especially in your cat-cow, to try to really loosen up the pelvis area, pelvic area. Our backs are super tight right now. At least mine is. I know most others probably as well. Not just because some of us are sitting more, flip it over onto hands and knees, but also just the stress and the tension of everything right now tends to kind of live in different areas like low back and hips, shoulders and neck. So I'm going to really try to stretch those out. Keep rolling through that cat-cow. Laura, welcome. I'll pop up here in a second. We're just warming up, so we're just in our cat-cow for 5, and then when we finish with that 5 cat-cow, we'll come down into our T-spines. We just started. We're all good. So even in this T-spine, kind of thinking about really trying to get some extra movement up through the shoulders, twisting. We got 8 on each side here. I know you guys all know this warm-up, but sometimes I forget that if anyone watches the recording and they don't know the warm-up, I have to explain it or they won't know what to do. Once we finish our AT spine, we're going to go down to hands and knees and go into our bird dog, sending one arm in the opposite leg, trying to find balance here. The slow and control. We're trying to keep the belly button pulled up to the spine and not arching the low back. Today's workout is 3 circuits of 3, with 3 exercises in each circuit. It's a mix of cardio, core, we got some upper body in here as well, some stability stuff. So it's a good mix of a little bit of higher intensity and then a little bit of lower strength, lower intensity but strength focus. And we will do all 3 exercises in the circuit back to back without very much rest. And then we will take a rest at the end of the circuit, and we'll do each circuit 3 times. And once we're done with our 10 bird dogs, we'll stand up and go into arm circles. So take your time. If you're not done with your bird dogs, just join us when you are done in arm circles. You guys keep circling your arms. I gotta take my sweatshirt off. It goes from being really cold to as soon as I get moving, I'm like, hot. Shirt's gotta come off. So we're circling the arms back, biceps coming up by the ears. And I'm warming up the shoulder. And then from there, we're gonna bring forward. So we're gonna go up and around. I will, as always, give you options for higher and lower impact. Options are just that. So you get to decide where you are today, what's gonna work best for your body, what, how you want to push yourself today. If it's just about getting moving, that's cool, stick with low. If you want to take it up and challenge yourself, bring it up and go high impact if you're able. 5 toe-touch squats, arms up, round it down, get your toes, arms inside your legs, tuck your butt, chest and shoulders come up, then right, left, and we stand up. And we have 5 of these. So here's 2, and this is 3. Just releasing out through that low back, dropping down between the knees, trying to keep the heels down on the ground. Such a nice stretch. Last one of these. And then last exercise for warming up is our gate openers, up and around. Just circling those hips. My hips are a little cranky, so hopefully that's not the case for you. I'm sore today. I don't know what we did this week. Just like last week, I'm sore like up here in the tops of my thighs. What did we even do, you guys? I have no memory of it. None. It all blends together. We did exercise, I know that. Up and around. Ooh, we do have some fun stuff today as far as kind of like a little bit of different challenge with body weight stuff, which is always fun to kind of figure out different ways to use your body as resistance. I think it's fun. Up and over, up and over. So, as we're finishing our gate openers, this first exercise, you have an option if you want to. I kind of like it to make it fun. lay it vertically on the floor. We're gonna do lateral hop overs. And the laying of the towel or the band on the floor is just to give you something to hop over. And there's a couple ways to do this. Low impact, with no impact at all. I want you to step all the way up and over and bring your knees up and around. So it's almost like a gate opener, except we're going up and over and back. You can add a little impact to that by actually hopping that a little bit. Full on high impact is a lateral where both feet come together. I will go through those again in 4, 3, 2, here we go. So maybe we're stepping up and over, lifting the knees high, coming up on the balls of the feet. Maybe we're adding a little plyo to that. Maybe we want a full ski, side to side, landing low. Your choice. I think I mentioned the other day, when you're picking your level, you have to listen to your body and what's best for you. I am always going to be kind of settling in the middle at a lower intensity than I would normally do because this is not my workout. So if you see me not doing this one, it doesn't mean it's not the right one for you. It just means it's not my workout. Up and over. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to come to all fours on your mat. And we're going to be in a bear plank position. So bear plank is hands and knees. We tuck the toes. We lift the knees. We're going to add a challenge today. To make this harder, you can bear plank and then lift one hand at a time. Be sure your elbow stays bent. To modify this, if your wrists aren't happy, do this on your forearms. All right, coming up, tuck your toes. We're going to lift into the bear plank. And then maybe you want to add a challenge by lifting one hand at a time. If you're doing that, be sure that your knees stay right below your hips, that your hands are right below your shoulders, and that you keep a soft bend in your elbow, and we're just lifting. Now, you can stay in this bear plank hold, where we're keeping the knees close to the ground, low back as flat as possible, breathing for 10 more seconds. You have 10 more seconds, stay there. Do not drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stand back up. So this is a side pull. It's kind of like, in a sense, like when we do side kicks where we lift the knee, so the knee's pointing forward. But we're going to bring our elbow towards our hip. And it's slow like that. Exactly, Megan. You're perfect. And we're going to barely set that foot down. All right, so we'll start with balance on the left foot, lift the right knee. Here we go. So we're going to pull it in. So this is core. It is that left leg. That left leg is working. We're keeping the left knee bent. This is stability. This starts to be hip and butt. So take a check in and make sure you're not arching your back. I had to keep checking myself this morning because I was doing this kind of in a tilted pelvis. I'm just going to pull and release. And your challenge is to float this right leg and to barely let it touch the ground. So good. Last one. We're going to switch sides. Now we're getting onto that other foot. Elbow to the hip. Here we go. Left side, bend the right leg. Oh yeah. Do a check-in, pull in through your core in front. Make sure that core in front is still engaged. If that knee and hip get too far behind you, we tend to get a little archy. So it's out to the side, but the knee is still in front of the hip. You guys look so good. Perfect. And then if you want to challenge yourself, just try to barely even put this left foot down. Keep all your weight on your right leg. So good. Less than 10. You got it. Stay with it. Squeeze that side body. 3, 2, and 1. Quick rest. That's circuit 1. So grab some water. We're going lateral hops, bear plank, side knees. Strong work so far. So now that you know it, think on whether or not you want to try a higher level. Do we want a lower level? For our low impact lateral overs, just really try to get your knee up so we still get this little bit of weight shift. And then if you're taking it higher, I still want you to try to get your knees out in front of you unless you're doing that full lateral hop. Coming back to that lateral hop or lateral step over. Here we go. 3, 2, ready, we go. So we're up and over. Maybe we're stepping and not hopping, but we're gonna get the knees up. Maybe we're just little hop. Maybe we're going full on. Land with your knees bent. Take it up and over, side to side. So either way, that's why I said put something on the floor that you can kind of hop over so that we get our feet off the ground. They don't have to be off the ground at the same time, but at least one foot is coming up while the other foot is down, up and over. The higher you get your knees, the more you're gonna feel this too if you're doing low impact. You're going up and over. 10 seconds, up and over. You got it, almost there. Strong work, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, to the floor. You can hold a bear plank. You can lift your hands. Add some challenge to that if you like. Couple deep breaths. Slow the breathing down. Now, flatten out your back, so tuck your tail. We're going to dig the toes into the ground. Here we go, lift the knees. Maybe we stay there. Maybe we want to just ever so slightly pick up a hand, alternating. If you do that hand pickup, keep your hands right below your face. It helps with both the shoulders and then also rocking. If you get to a point that you need to set your knees down, try to do that just for a second. Just for a second and come back up. Because we only have 10 more seconds. So you can do this. We're going to stay here with you. We're tucking that tailbone. Knees are barely hovering. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Oh my gosh, good work. Woo! So we're going to start this knee lift on the right side, so we're standing on the left. Tuck it in. Remember, always, 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 ribs to hip. Core tight. We're going to balance on that left foot. Lifting that right side knee. Here we go. Lift and lower. Yeah. Tuck those ribs. Woo. So this is slow. Not trying to go fast here. It's kind of like that one where we do it in front. We bring the elbow towards the knee. This is about stability, control, and then that working leg, which is the leg that's on the ground right now. You got it. Squeeze it tight. Elbow coming down towards the thigh. Yes, 15 seconds. So good. So good. Last 10. Almost done. Breathe through it. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're going to the other side. So get that right foot down. Bend into it. Here we go. Left leg up. Squeeze. See if you can not even put that left foot down. Can you hover it to the ground? The slower, more controlled this is, the better. Putting almost all your weight in your right foot. Right knee slightly bent. Yes, and then pull that elbow in. We're trying to get a little bit of a crunch, for lack of a better word, in your side body. Just make sure you're not bringing your shoulders down. I don't see anyone doing that. I see everybody doing exactly what I want. But when I said the word crunch, I just wanted to clarify. Less than 10. We're squeezing it here, yeah. You got it. 3, 2, 1. You got a break. So rest. We'll go one more round. Woo. Catch your breath. Slow your breathing. Deep breath. So important to try to slow that breathing back down in between. Nice full breaths. Inhale, fill your chest. Filling the lungs and exhaling them out. Good, strong work so far. One more round of this one. Ooh, yes, I'm excited about second circuit. Second circuit's got some fun stuff in it. I just got done planning all of next week's workouts. So, I always get excited. I love planning workouts. So I'm excited about some of the stuff we're going to do next week. And I already started planning a little bit ahead of the game here, but planning stuff for when you guys come back. How we can keep y'all from having to touch equipment and stuff. But that keeps me sane too, is thinking about, okay, I can't control a lot of things, but I can sit down and plan workouts. That's what I'm going to do. All right, we're going lateral hops. Last time through. Ready, and here we go. So maybe it's up and over. Knees are coming up high. Use your arms. So you gotta think of this as if there was like a puddle. You're like, oh shoot, gotta get over that puddle. Or you're hopping over the puddle. Or you're gonna keep the legs together, and I hope you pop through puddles like that when you're out in the world. I wanna see you do that. It would be so fun. So maybe we're up, over, or we're up and hop. Either way, try to bring your knees up with you. Strong work, guys, 15 seconds. Last time through here. You got it. Of course, Nays looks very dancy. I see you, girl. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like when you have Jess do something and you're like, I can't not see it look like a ballerina because that's how you move. All right, we're taking it down into bear plank. Hands, knees. Really make sure we set those knees up not too far forward. Back below your hips. Hands right under shoulders. Here we go. Tap the toes. Lift up into that bear plank. Maybe you want to pick up a hand, alternating back and forth. It's not a high pickup, just a little. Definitely more work for the shoulders. So make sure the elbows are bent. And then we're still trying to keep those knees really close to the ground. Breathe. Or you can stay here and hold. If you have to drop, do it for just 2 seconds. We have 15 seconds left. Let's see if we can get through this last 10 seconds without that sit. Stay here, breathe. Looking awesome, guys. Beautiful flat backs. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Last set of that side pull. Whew. This has looked so good, you guys. So let's start on left foot. We're pulling that right knee up. Bend that left knee. Here we go. So let's squeeze. You guys totally get this. The contraction is happening here and here. So I love that I'm not seeing anyone dip their shoulders down. Torso's not moving. Torso's staying right where it is. Hey, look at you guys. Good. Make sure that left knee's bent. And we're keeping very little weight on that right foot as it taps. Maybe it doesn't even tap. Maybe you float that right leg. Make this even harder for our last set because we've got 10 seconds. Squeeze. Feel how much more you feel that in your butt if you don't put your foot down. Oh my gosh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Right foot down, left leg up, bend the knee. And here we go. So on up. Barely tap. Maybe you don't even set that left foot down. Can we try that? You will feel how much more your butt's got to work because we're not releasing it at all. We're holding tension the whole time. Pull in and squeeze. Yeah, looking great, you guys. Strong work. 15 seconds. This is it. Last set of these thingies. We are going to hit the side of the body though a little bit more today. That good anti-rotation stuff. Less than 10. Squeeze. Keep the foot pointed too. Helps. Last one. Woo! Rest. 1 minute. We're moving into our second circuit. And this first exercise in our second circuit has a lot of options. You can make it crazy hard. You can make it middle hard. You can make it hard, but less of a squat. Because I don't necessarily, some folks I know are not going to want to or need to squat today. So the full move is a squat jack. The highest level of a squat jack is out and up. So it's like a jumping jack that you land in the squat. To modify that, level 1 would be squat side to side. If we are not doing squats, do modified jacks. So that's specifically for you, Laura, because we're not here yet either for regular jacks. So we'll go modified jacks, which we'll talk through as well. But we're going to start with that, and then we'll talk through everything else. So if you do the full squat jack, something I see folks do a lot is jump really wide, and then like your knees end up inside your feet. It's not a big, it's still just a regular distance between the knees. All right, here we go. And we squat. So maybe, like Laura's gonna be modified jack. Maybe you're gonna squat and jack here. Maybe you want to go crazy like Megan and do that full squat jack. I don't. I've already done this workout twice. I'm good. So we're here. If you're doing the no squat jack, you can still get low, get the arms up high. We're trying to get the heart rate up. We're working 10 seconds. Yeah, just make sure even if you're doing the modified that you sit back and make this a squat. So your chest will come forward, your butt will go back. Relax, okay. Watch me for this one. Couple of options. Level 1, hands behind, but we're gonna leave the butt on the floor. And you're not putting any weight in your hands. You're just gonna reach, kick your leg, tap the opposite foot. Level 2 is to come into a reverse tabletop, kick the leg, and tap the foot. You're gonna keep lifting your hips. This is a lot more pressure on your wrists and shoulders. So try it first without, and then you can come up if you want to into that. So have a seat on your glute. Arms come back behind. All right, I'm starting low impact, and then I'll show high. 3, 2, here we go. So this is still hard. You're still gonna feel that in your legs. If you want the added challenge, this takes it up like 3 notches. Trying to keep that tabletop with the hips lifted, pressing through the hands. If we are here with the butt on the ground, press your chest forward. Squeeze the top of your thigh. You got it. So either way, this is so controlled. And we're going to feel the hip flexors, the quads, woo, the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, finish it. Awesome. Okay. We're going to come onto kind of a side plank, like a modified side plank. And if this bothers your shoulder, then I will have you do side leg raises. I think, Nate, this might be an issue for your shoulder. Let me show the way we're going to do it first, and then I'll get a correction for anybody who's not good on side leg. So with the knees bent, we're on our elbow under the shoulder. Push your hips forward so your hips are in a straight line. I personally like this top leg straight out. It's a little more challenging. We're going to lift the hips up and lower them. Hips go up, hips go down. It is a lot of challenge on your shoulder. So if that is not going to work for your shoulder, we're going to do a leg raise. All right, 3, 2, ready, here we go. We're going to lift them and lower them. Lift them and lower them. Anyone for whom that side plank does not work, if you want to come all the way down and lift your top leg and squeeze, you can keep the bottom leg bent. If you're doing this one, keep your hips pushed forward. Lift it off the mat, lower it down, push those hips forward. Both knees can bend. I personally like that top leg straight, but you're gonna feel this in your shoulder, like for sure. 10 seconds. My leg raisers, yeah, it looks good. So we're just gonna take it a tiny bit above the hip, not very high, so we don't get a lot of bend in the side body. Relax, switch sides. So if we're planking, line that elbow right up under the shoulders. Bottom leg is bent. Roll your hips forward, so like push them forward. My leg raisers, just leg raise on the other side. All right, ready and go. So maybe we're lifting and lowering. If you're lifting your hips, push down into the arm that's on the ground. Try to create space here. And we're just gonna keep squeezing the hips forward so that we don't get too much bend. Yeah, lift and down. If your shoulder starts to get mad, you always have this option of just resting and giving me that side leg lift, which is still going to challenge the hips and the lower body and the side body, but not be so tough on your shoulder. This one is a lot on your shoulder. So if it works for you, good. It's going to be good shoulder work. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax, rest. That was the whole second circuit. So water break. Come back to standing when you're ready. We got those squat jacks or modified jacks. We have crab kicks, and then we have the hip raise or the leg raise for circuit 2. How are we so far? Give me a thumbs up if you're with me. 1, 2, 3. You guys crack me up. There must be a delay because it's funny how I'll say it and then for a second I don't see it and then someone will be like, here it is. All right, we're going into that Squat jack or modified jack. Ready? Here we go. So here's high. If you're doing this middle option, sit back, lean forward, make it look like a squat. We don't want to be just bending into the knees. If you're modified jack, let's get down low. Let's get those arms up overhead. You got it. Either way, I prefer not to see bent elbows. I want big. So if you're squat jacking, elbows up straight, biceps to the ears. If we're doing that modified, open, close it. Open, close it. Squeeze your head between your biceps. Yeah. It just helps us get relaxed. More blood pumping. Have a seat. Front kicks. Tabletop or not. All right. Here we go. And we're kicking. So kick and tap. Kick and tap. So good. Maybe you want to come up and try that advanced level. As long as your wrists and your shoulders can take it, then go for it. Keep pulling your hips up to the ceiling if you're in that high one. Just really want to lift those hips. If we're here, this is still hard. Squeeze that thigh, straighten that leg. You got it. 15 seconds. Such good work. Press your chest forward. Yeah, so we're trying to sit up so tall. So tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're coming to our side. You're either lying all the way down for that side leg raise or you're coming onto the elbow for the hip lift. It doesn't matter which one you're doing. Roll your hips forward so that your hips are perpendicular to the ground. So if I'm laying my foot on the ground, my foot should be flat on its side and not up at all. Rolling forward. All right, ready? 3, 2, here we go. So maybe we're going here, lift. Maybe we're gonna rest. And this is a very controlled leg lower. Just about 3 or 4 inches above parallel, no more. If I'm lifting here, keep pushing your hips forward. Squeeze your butt. And we're just pushing the arm down. We're not lifting and lowering through the shoulder, we're lifting and lowering the hips. But the arm is gonna press into the floor. So you feel that good shoulder work. You got it, you guys. We have less than 10. Woo, it's burning, I feel this. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna switch sides. So we're bending that bottom leg, no matter which version you're doing. Maybe the elbows below the shoulder. If we're doing this hip, roll your hips forward, squeeze your butt, so there's your foot sideways. All right, ready? And here we go. So either lift, lower with the hips, or you got it. Lift, lower with your leg raise. Either way, I want you guys to focus on keeping this really smooth. So lift, slow on the lower. Lift, slow on the lower. So that we're not popping and dropping. Even with that side leg lift up through that hip. 15 seconds. If you're in a side leg lift, you're using your butt and the side of the hip. If you're in a hip lift, you're using the upper part of your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody relax. Take your time standing up. Grab some water. We got one more round of this one. And then we are halfway done. After this circuit, we just got one more 3. We're going to use the band a little bit in that last circuit. Just a little bit. If you do not have a mini band, you have a loop band with handles that will work. You have lightweight dumbbells that will work too. And then I think everyone here does. I'll include something for body weight in case anyone watching on the replay has no weights. Like I said to everybody yesterday, if you don't have equipment or there's stuff that you would like to have that you don't have, you're more than welcome to borrow it from us. We've loaned some stuff out to clients. We do a sanitized, no contact drop off and pick up. So if there's anything you want, like you want to have your set of weights or you want a band, just shoot me a message. You can come by and pick it up. It's just sitting here. So totally happy to loan it. All right, we have either a modified jack, a modified squat jack, or a full squat jack. Last time, ready? Here we go. So I don't mind what version works for you, but I want your arms to reach up, fingers point to the sky. Stretch those arms, nice and big, so that we get full range of motion.
no squat. We're gonna reach up. We're gonna take that high. You're gonna see how much range my arms are making that's different than this. That's all heart rate. So get your heart pumping more. If we just really extend, it's good for your shoulders too. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down. Crab kicks or tabletop crab kicks, your choice. I love this exercise. It's not everyone's favorite, but you know what's funny? When we did crab walks in here, you guys might remember, I think that was in February, I thought everyone was gonna freak out and hate it, and people didn't hate it. They liked it better than bear crawls, which to me is just nuts. All right, kick it out, ready? Here you go. So lean back, but press your chest forward. Tap that opposite toe. Maybe we wanna lift the hips. Push through the hands. I personally like to go onto my fingertips and not my wrist. If that would support you and it feels better, you can always do that. I also have really short arms, so it helps me get a little more length in my arms. So you gotta find out what works for you. Keep lifting those hips up. Your hips are down. Try to get long with the leg. Tall spine. You guys look so good. Less than 10, come on. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, take it down to your side. Leg lift or hip lift? Shoulder or lie flat? Bend the bottom leg. Straighten the top leg. Roll your hips forward. Ready? Here we go. So going up and down. The higher you can push that hip, the better. But just make sure we're taking it slow. Now, my leg lift, people, is the opposite. I don't want that leg very high. The more controlled this is, the more even it is. With the hip, the more we're using that glute. So it's kind of the opposite of this, where if we can press those hips a little higher, we're working a little harder. You guys have 10 more seconds. Looking so good. Keep pushing through. Here is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Last time. So bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Roll over those hips. That leg is totally sideways. 3, 2, here we go. Maybe we lift the hips, maybe we lift the legs. Either way, squeeze your butt. Such good work. If you're on your elbow, push down into that arm and try to create space between your neck and shoulder so that we're not all crunched in. You gotta push down through the shoulder and kind of create space by opening up the chest, pull the shoulder blades down. You got it, you guys have 15 seconds. If you're in that leg lift, slow that lower. Lift it and then slow lower. Lift and lower. You got it. 5 more seconds. That's good work. 3, 2, 1. Take your time coming up. We got a minute rest, got one more circuit. And so, 3 exercises in this circuit. If you have a mini band, you can use your mini bands. If you have a long band or a loop handle band, you can grab that if you don't have a mini band. If you have neither of those things, then maybe 3 to 5 pound dumbbells, soup cans, something that weighs somewhere between like 3 and 5 pounds would be good. We're not gonna use that yet, so just have it nearby. First exercise we're gonna do is one of my favorite exercises that I actually haven't done in years. I had forgotten about it. When I used to teach group exercise, we used to do it all the time. It's called the Heisman. So high impact Heisman looks like this. We go 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. And of course, the faster you go, the harder this is. We're kind of coming up into that Heisman trophy. Low impact is going to add a step. 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3, knee. I like the arms up on our low impact. So when I counted 1, 2, hold for high impact, low impact is 1, 2, 3, hold. All right, I'll show both. We're just going side to side. 4, 3, ready, begin. So low impact is 1, 2, 3, knee. 1, 2, 3. And it is a small hold. If you're doing high, bump, bump, ah, bump, bump, ah, push it away. Knee comes up. So it's very much like, those side oblique lifts that we just did, isn't it? It is. Give it just a little squeeze. Heisman, push it away. Like thinking about football season. Someone said to me, how are you and Jason coping without sports? And I was like, sports? It's March and April, I know sports. The only sport in my world is football. I'm fine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your band or dumbbells. If you have dumbbells, you're gonna come straight up and down, both together. If you have a handled lift band, you're gonna pull it and lift and lower, pulling your hands apart. Everybody else, I think most of you guys have loopy bands. You're gonna loop the band over like right about where your wrist and your hand meet. We're gonna push our hands apart and lift and lower the band. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we go. So we're pushing our hands apart the whole time. So we're trying to create tension. So if you have a long band that's not a loop, same idea. You're pulling your hands away from each other the whole time to keep tension through your shoulders. If you have weights, you're doing a front raise, you're doing the dumbbells straight up and down. Everybody tuck your tailbone, squeeze your butt. See if you can give that even more. Push your hands apart against the band. It should burn by now. 10 seconds, good work. And then of course we're squeezing tight through the core. So good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Oh my gosh, last exercise. Superman, but we're gonna alternate arms and legs. So belly down, head down. One arm and then the opposite leg. So if I'm face down on the ground, it looks like this. One arm and the opposite leg. Squeezing your butt, not a very high lift, and make sure that head is really close to the mat. We're looking straight down. All right, 3, 2, here we go. So we'll lift right arm to left leg load. Left arm, right leg load. Often I see folks make the Superman too big and to lifting their shoulders and their upper chest off the ground. I just want you to lift your arm and barely lift any of your upper body. Your legs are so low. Squeeze your butt. It's like you contract your butt and not pitch your leg up, but it's very small. It does not have to be a big lift. We have 10 seconds here. Nice, Tiffany, that looks great. She's the only one I can see her whole body and relax, but hers was beautiful. All right, we're taking a break. 2 more rounds. We're gonna get this done here in about 3 minutes. Well, sorry, 6. So we gotta do this twice. So we got our Heisman, we got our bands for front raises, and then we've got our alternating Superman. When you do your Superman, think about trying to lift your arm back, but this doesn't come with it. So it shouldn't be my whole upper body and chest. It should be just like my arm in this very front part of the shoulder, and never your head. I know it's hard because it's all attached and we always think like up. It should be super small. All right, Heisman, high or low. 3, 2, ready, we go. So 1, 2, 3, hold, or 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. Or 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. If I'm doing high, pump your arms. Now. If I'm doing low, think like rainbow. You got it. I love this exercise. Push it away. We have 15 seconds. Bam. Bam. 10. Looking so good. Keep it going. Should be a little out of breath by the time we're done. Not super out of breath, but pretty out of breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your band or your dumbbells. Band is going to go over the hands. If it's a loop or a long band, just hold it in between your hands. All right, 3, 2, rest your hands apart, lift them, shoulder height. Now, we got to remember our core. Rib cage down, squeeze your booty, lock it in. So we're like in a plank, a standing plank. And then we're raising, press, lower, press. You got it. So I truly want you to keep the same tension against your hands. Holly, I'm dying. The little one's doing it too. That cracks me up. He's so cute. He's like, get it. we work out. It's like my niece. My niece always says, let's play exercise. Less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She gave me the funniest look when I had to have her with me while I taught class. I said, I'm working. This is what Mimel does for work. And she looked at me like, this doesn't seem like working. All right, face down. Superman. So see how small but tight and controlled you can make this. Arms reach long, toes are pointed, head to the ground. Ready, we go. Alternate. Very small. Bicep up by the ears. But just the arms, not your chest and shoulders. Butt is squeezing so tight. You will feel this more if you squeeze your butt really hard and keep your leg lower. Tiffany, beautiful. And not lift your arms up past your ears, or lift your arm past your ear without lifting your chest and shoulders. You will feel this more if you keep it smaller. And relax. You can stand up. Let's take a quick break. One more round, and then we're done. Ooh, this flew by, for me anyway. Hopefully you feel the same. I've been trying to tell everybody, or encourage everybody, if you're around tomorrow we have 8:30, noon, and 5 p.m. class. I love the Friday workouts. It's a home version of Strength 3 that we do here at the studio. And some of you guys might not do Strength 3 at the studio if you don't come on Fridays and Saturdays. But it was fun. We did it last week. I really enjoyed it. It will keep the same format because Monday, Wednesday, Friday are pretty much the same format each week with slight differences. But if you can make it tomorrow, check out the Strength 3 home version. It was fun coming up with it because our Strength 3, when we're here in person, we use a lot of cables and straps and benches, and being able to adjust it to accommodate for not having those things was a cool challenge. So that's tomorrow. Saturday is going to be another fun circuit, and I'm really pumped about Saturday too because I have some cool stuff for you guys Saturday. So maybe you make one of those. All right, last set of Heisman. 4, 3, ready, you go. So maybe it's bump, bump, ah, or it's 1, 2, 3, ah. 1, 2, 3. Now, we already worked on this. So you guys already have that same good engagement and control because we already did it. So it's the same little pause squeeze, pulling the elbow in. You got it, arms are up, 20 seconds. Push through. So, as you know, this is our last time through this 15 seconds. So, make it count, 10 seconds here. Get out what you came to, put in what you need. Almost there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your band. Band or dumbbells, whichever one you're using. Trying to see, yeah, the workout tomorrow too, all you need is a band or dumbbells. Same thing with Saturday. Press those hands apart, raise it up, shoulder height, and down. Rib cage down, squeeze your butt. I'm just gonna lift that. As you come up, see if you can pull your shoulder blades down into your back so that the arms come up, but the shoulder blades come down. And then we're gonna keep tucking the rib cage, pull the core tight. Such good control, nice and slow and smooth. Keep that tension, 15 seconds. Push those hands hard, like you were trying to break that band. You're like, I'm trying to break it just with my 2 hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that band down, face down, Superman. If you gotta go, just stay for 40 seconds. So do this Superman and then you can jet. The rest of us will stretch, but let's at least get our Superman. Face down, head down, arms out, point the toes. Make this big, like you're really stretching the feet and the hands. And then alternate sides. Ready? 3, 2, here we go. Little, keep it small. Small and tight. Bye, Laura. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I thought you were leaving. Are you leaving? No. Yes. Okay, bye. Glad you made it. Halfway, everybody. Finish strong. Nice and slow. Squeeze up and finish. 15 seconds. Almost there.
press your knees all the way down. Just gonna hold that just for a moment to stretch that low back. And then we'll flip it over onto our back. Coming into our figure four. So one leg over the opposite knee. Draw that in. Great work today, guys. That was good stuff. You worked hard. So we're drawing that knee in. Deep breath. Inhale and exhale out. Yeah, so good. Enjoy the sunshine today. It's not very warm anymore, unfortunately, but at least it's sunny. We can take it. We've been having a pretty good spring so far. So I guess, we're due for a little cold. Go ahead and switch sides. So we're going to cross the opposite leg over, draw that in slightly. Woo! Awesome. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we do circuit style like that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we kind of mimic our strength 1, 2, and 3. Don't worry about what that means for the days that you're able to attend. You'll still get a good fun workout, challenging no matter what. No matter what, you are able to attend. Go ahead, hug the knees in, roll yourself to seated. Cross one foot over the opposite knee. Twist over that leg, sit really tall. Oh yeah, press that arm down in the back and just feel that good stretch and twist. So nice. Oh yeah. Then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Don't neglect your foam rolling. Hope you guys are doing plenty of that too. I've been having to keep myself accountable because I skipped like a whole week and I paid for it. And it doesn't take much, just a little bit. And I tend to, if I only have a little bit of time or patience for it, I just at least do my glutes and the side of my legs to try to get your hips. That can be really helpful. We're gonna come up to standing. We're gonna reach both arms forward, draw the belly into the spine, shoulder blades down. Just kind of make this little C shape with our upper back, holding that. Just reaching forward, trying to create space up between the shoulder blades. And then from here, take the hands behind, roll the shoulders down the back, chin up, chest up. Oh yeah, such a good stretch. Such a good stretch. For just about everyone. What is it with the little ones? I'm watching Holly's little boy. My niece kept wanting to put that around her neck like a necklace. And you're like, don't do that! Like, don't put it around your neck. Right arm across. I guess that's why, right? It looks like a loop. It makes me nuts. She was doing that with this other thing once too. Oh, it was the leprechaun veins, and it just scared me. I would be a terrible mother. I'd be worried about every little tiny thing. I'd never sleep. Go ahead and switch sides. Random tangent. Sorry. Sometimes it's just stream of consciousness over here. Last stretch, we're going to do hands come to the thighs. Press them, or slide them down. Press your gut back. Keep your eyes looking at the floor. Tuck your chin. And we're going to want to kind of keep the crown of the head pointed down, so we don't want that neck up. Let that neck just relax, and maybe we can shake your head from side to side so you know your neck is relaxed. And then maybe just a tiny bit lower to feel that low back stretch just a little bit. And then we're going to round it in all the way up, shoulders up to the ears and down 3 times. Good job today, you guys. Let's finish with a deep breath. Inhale, stretch and reach. Big exhale out. We're going one more of these. Big inhale, reach. Exhale out. Give yourselves a pat on the back for showing up today, doing something good for yourself. Awesome work.